for a viewing of their property. So this is the consultation phase where I meet up with the client and get their view on the property and their likes and dislikes and go over a whole questionnaire with them. So when did you purchase this property?
May of 2014.
Oh, okay,
May
good.
of 2014.
How long do you plan on staying here?
I'm not moving again.
You're not moving again?
Probably
okay.
at least 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
Long term for a while.
So you have dogs. You have dogs. You have children. So you plan on expanding the space so that you can use it correctly. So what's going on with the property now that you are wanting to fix?
I want to make it a little bit more functional and kind of useful for the family in general, and a little bit safer. We have a safety concern, especially with the front walkway.
Okay.
First stoop over here is dipping a lot into the foundation, and when it rains, the water's going toward the house, not away.
Okay.
And we kind of want to understand a little bit better when people come why they always go to the mudroom door versus the front door.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So
Okay.
creating more of like a focal point of a little bit more of the front with a little bit dimension would be nice.
Okay.
My pyro
Yeah.
loves her fire pit.
Okay.
So,
Fire pit.
yeah.
Now I noticed when I came here that there's like a huge traffic. You know, this is a major road. So do you need privacy screening from the road?
I
Yeah,
think that,
some
I think
plantings.
that would be nice. Yeah, not having to focus so much on the cars driving by the house. When you're out there, it's hard to not be distracted by all that traffic. So having some nice
Right.
tall
Well, when you're inside looking
plantings
out,
or something.
then you won't. Then it'll block the road.
Yeah.
You know, obviously they're outside looking in, it blocks too. But yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Front yard, new walkway. You know, privacy plantings, new foundation plantings. But then backyard, you were thinking.
You have to talk about your fire pit.
So I would love to have an outdoor fire pit. Like you had mentioned, we're expanding our family. We're very family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
My brother and nieces and my parents live close and they come over all the time. We really like to use our outdoor space.
Okay.
We have a fairly new deck that was put in, and to accentuate the deck area, I think it'd be really nice to have a patio in the backyard where we could all gather around the fire and, you know, the kids could be playing in the yard.
Okay.
And we also have some really steep inclines and hills in our yard.
Mm.
So I think it would be, you know, as Megan was saying, along with the safety issue, good to have some steps or, you know, big step-like rocks or something that we could insert into the hill, which would prevent it from being so slippery and make it easier for people to go up and down the hill in the back into the side field.
Well, here is some examples of work I've done. So check out my portfolio, and then you can see some of the steps, some of the fire pits, some of the masonry. This is how we usually start a project, is we digitally design your home. So basically we take a photo, which we'll walk outside in a few minutes and walk around the property so I can take some images. But then what we do is we superimpose what everything's going to look like so that it's easy for you to understand.
And these are the actual plantings you plan on using in the final design?
Right. So what I do is superimpose what I plan on putting in, and then that way I don't have to talk Latin to you and it's not totally boring.
Okay. I love the use of color.
Okay, so here we are outside and we're seeing this whole view of the road. So I came back to my office to look at the pictures in full detail, and these are all the views of their home. There's the stoop she was talking about that needs some updating. We got to put some privacy to the neighbor. Here's the wall that she was talking about that needs to be definitely hidden. Here's the front walkway that's a little too squished up to the house. This is the shed area. This is the fire pit area that we're going to put a fire pit. We're going to move this fence out. That'll work out good. This is the basement that's finished, so we've got to put a pad. We'll reuse the front walkway, patio pavers, and put them in the back. That'll be good. And then the drainage is a problem, so we'll have to put some pea stone underneath here with some fabric. This is a big slope. show you in layering actually. Before and after layer. Okay. So here's the before. Put the new stoop in, put the new walkway in, put the new mulch bed in, and then here's some foundation plantings. I'll show you another one. File open. Here's another one that we came up with. Alright, so there's the before. Figuring out where the walkway is going to go. The mulch beds. The trees for accent. The plantings. Here, I'll do one more. Oh, here's a good before. Alright, here's a before. We're going to put a retaining wall up. Then we're going to use pea stone, gravel for decorative stone, containers, some hostas that like shade, and then a paver patio underneath. And let's see what else. Hopefully they'll love it. So here is the existing fence is kind of too far away from it's too squished up next to the deck, so you need to pull it out. Put the fire pit in, put the fence back, stepping stones, and then plantings. Let's do another one. Alright, here is the back bank. They were thinking they needed steps, but if I did solid steps, it would look too much like steps going down the whole thing, so. Designed it, and now the big presentation. So I did the front yard and backyard, so we can look at what I have come up with for ideas.
Okay.
So,
do you have anything to put down over there? Would you mind handing me her water bottle?
Oh, there
Or
we
something
go.
like that?
There we go. Okay, so
Perfect.
this for you,
Thank you.
and then you know what? I'll put this box right here. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. We have the new walkway coming in with anchoring plants for the
That's
foundation
perfect.
planting.
Yeah.
Then I have, a nice little circle pack to accent the fact that, that's toward the front door, so that's a good thing.
So
And
exactly
then-
what we talked about there.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Then this is some street covering, so you can do, plantings for the privacy for the road. Then that is some more foundation
Front door.
plantings and the front door, yeah. And then there's a whole screen for the road.
Look at
Yeah.
how much better that will be.
Yeah, we don't have to look at all the annoying cars.
What type of plant is that there?
That's viburnum.
Okay. Does that get pretty large?
Yeah, it can get large, yeah. And then these are arborvitaes, and then these are grasses. So there's all sorts of different things. We can put blue spruce in. We can put green giant arbs.
Okay. We like a little color.
Yeah,
Woodgelia, wine roses. We can put burning bush. There's
Oh,
all sorts of different things.
I definitely like for the privacy area, we're gonna want things that are bulky and with height,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the backyard, the fire pit.
You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right.
Wow.
So yeah, you have a finished basement.
Exactly what
You're
I was
like,
envisioning, yep.
Oh, and look at how nicely.
I
Oh,
know.
sorry. You can take it.
No, that's all right. That's all
It's
right.
a little overwhelming.
So this is the fire pit with a new fence and stepping stones through the lawn, and then plantings to accent that area. This is this is just a couple. Oh, these are trees for privacy from the neighbor. This is outside your basement door, which you wanted some sort of pad because you have a finished basement, and then maybe possible benches, and then this is a seat wall because you had concern about underneath the deck and drainage, so we can hide that with that, and we can help it with that. Those are the steps to get down on the bank. So, you know, you can get...
For the hill.
Yeah, the
So it's
hill
not
is
as
gonna,
steep.
right,
That's
so then
great.
you can put plantings all in there and then have the steps come down through there.
Look how much nicer the bed is by incorporating all
Yeah,
that.
it looks great.
Plantings make all the difference. And then this is me planting up the side bank next to the house, because you have that lawn area that's kind of dead and nothing's going on, so
Yeah.
might as well
And I want the
make it
foundation
plants,
here
yeah.
hidden. I don't like that you can see all the concrete
Right.
foundations, so
Right.
that's really good.
And then here's the fire pit session, where you
That's
come in
great.
and then stepping stones to the fire pit. The fence comes around, a nice little anchoring tree, so hopefully that'll work.
I really liked your idea, Jennifer, of reusing the front walkway pavers
Oh, yeah,
for putting as a patio area
right,
outside the double doors for the basement. That was great.
That'll
and
save
of
you
course,
some money.
cost savings.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
great
good.
ideas.
Well, good. Well, let's figure out when we can set up a nursery visit, and we'll go see some
Perfect.
plants, and then we'll go see some pavers, and then we'll get to work.
We would love to. How long do you think this will take?
From start to finish, the project will probably take a month, maybe 3 weeks. We'll
Okay.
see.
Quick.
Yeah.
And will you be here a lot of it?
Yeah, I plan to with my foreman, yeah. And I can be in and out, and he'll be here most of the time doing deliveries. So, yeah, I
Okay.
plan to be, yeah.
Great.
That's awesome.
So you really see the whole thing start to finish.
Right.